The radically politically correct is just a euphemism for teenager. The younger generation cannot support my disinterest in their feelings. Every video I post gets reported 5 times. Why don't you report something to the prison guards and watch the disfigurement of your face? Why is it I posted a video saying why I don't like Lil Wayne. It was reported 5 times supposedly by a guy who ran a channel that made fun of retarded people, mentally handicapped people, and just because I don't like Lil Wayne, he reported me. If you're reporting people, you're working for censorship. Newsflash, censorship is the wrong thing to be working for. We are living in a temporary Eden, a wonderful time in the internet where there is virtually no censorship whatsoever. This will not last forever, so don't work in the favor of it. That's just counterproductive. Why would you ever censor people's things? I don't censor other people. When people leave hate comments, even to this, as I get more offensive in this video down below, there'll be hate-filled comments and mean things said about me. I don't take them down. I usually write hate-filled things back to these people because I don't like critics, but I can't stand censorship. So it's the less of two evils. 2017, the popular mark of integrity is to be offended at shit. Being offended is the new black. You seem more left and liberal and open-minded if you're offended at things. I'll be completely honest, I've never experienced offense. I've never been offended at something. My best friend has gone out of his way to call me ugly. He's like, "You're fucking ugly, Dan." And I recall, wow, that's something that should have offended me, but it's in the eye of the beholder. And what did I do? I went to the gym, I cut my hair, I shaved, I looked better, and I recalled that all my ex-girlfriends have been pretty fucking pretty. So clearly, it's just his opinion. That's something that should have offended me. It baffles me that people are offended at things, especially when it doesn't involve them. You know, faggot. You can't say faggot. That's, people get offended at the word faggot. Well, it's LGBTQ, not LGBTQF. Nobody self-identifies as a faggot, so nobody should be offended by the word faggot. Not to mention, it's predominantly used in cis male culture to make fun of other friends. It's just used as a mode to make fun of a friend of yours, so it's kind of endearing. And the fact is, the word faggot's here to stay, and I don't care if the younger generation is offended. We've appropriated it, and we don't use it against people who are homosexual, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever you happen to identify with. We use the word faggot with each other, and it's not really that offensive a word. It packs a punch, it's a good word, and my favorite take on it is Doug Stanhope's take on it.
And if you're gay and you're in here and you're offended, I'll be at the door on the way out and I'll suck your dick. Because it's too strong of a word to let go. Faggot is a good word.
Whatever, the point is he's not gonna suck your dick, but faggot's a good word. You should, and we've appropriated it, heterosexuals, to use among each other, and it's not a vindictive term towards gay people, so get over it. So stop being offended at things. It's really a counterproductive emotion. What is offense? It's not hostility, it's not embarrassment. Is it anger for twinks? What is it? Is twink an offensive word? I don't know when it's used. I don't know why it would be offensive. The only twink I ever met said he was a twink, so he didn't seem offended by it. He self-identified by it. So I guess offended is anger for twinks. I'm guessing. Maybe you're offended by that. If you're offended, leave comments below as to why, so we could sort through this. I grew up in a generation where cis wasn't a term, and transsexuals weren't around. It wasn't really an option. Somehow this has become normalized. People are talking about transphobic. I don't think anybody's afraid of it. I think there are people worried about normalizing trans behavior because I think it's disproportionately large suddenly. I think it would have come on gradually, but the internet turned it into some sort of pandemic where it's become popular. The cis people are now marginalized by the trans people. Trans people go out and say, well, I'm not saying they all do, but die cis scum is what some people say. And they say, they just say it. It's not meant to be offensive. So I say the word faggot. It's not meant to be offensive. It's not meant to bash gay people by any means. I just like using the word. Social justice is an amorphous buzzword that serves no purpose but to procure offense in its absence. I am against social justice if it is at the expense of freedom. If you're a YouTube user who reports videos just because you're offended by them for no other apparent reason, you're a loser of epic proportions. Why would anybody... It just procures censorship in general. Why would anybody report users? I mean, they're creating content hundreds of hours. Content is what you want. You don't want to fight against that. You don't want to fight in favor of censorship. We're in a great time of the internet where we're still free to say whatever we want. And there's limited oversight. And you don't want to end this soon because it's going to come to an end. And that's going to be unfortunate. And we'll never have it back. So don't fight in favor of censorship. Why would you want to end that prematurely? Because it's the only power I wield in my shitty teenage life. Because I think I'm making a difference against bigotry, but I'm really just creating more hostility. Because I'm stupid. I'm a troll. Because I'm an asshole. Because I'm a piece of shit. A useless degenerate. Because I have no friends and I'm not sure why. Don't take offense to things so easily. Especially if they're not personal attacks on you. Don't take offense to things. And if you're offended by something, instead of rallying against it and trying to get it taken down, just take a mental note of what it is and make sure not to do it in your life. That's how you become a better person. Offended is a flash-in-the-pan emotion used to compensate for white guilt. Used to avoid check your privilege. I'll give you a stat, YouGov, you can find them online. An analysis through 48 surveys in public opinion concluded that the category of white male is the worst ethnic and gendered group. They're seen as drunken, promiscuous drug addicts who are work shy and impolite. There's no distinct oppressed class in the United States. It's variegated. There's oppressed people throughout. It's more socioeconomic than racially divided or divided by gender. But this new hatred for cis white males really just facilitates an unfortunate PC version of hate speech. This white male hatred is somehow politically correct right now, and it's really just facilitating racism and sexism, and it's really unfortunate. Everybody lives an individual life. I don't know why people don't rally more towards socioeconomic differences, like location, environment, neighborhood, school system, and income, and family dynamics. Do you live in a wholesome family environment, in a nice neighborhood, in a school district that sends people to Ivy League colleges? Or do you live in a lower income neighborhood where there's more broken homes and more liquor stores and violence, and you're more apt to make friends with people who don't have the same opportunities? It's really a socioeconomic issue. We should be rallying against the geopolitical differences rather than race and gender, because that's such a broad brush creating a narrow hatred. In terms of male privilege, I came with a list. As a male, I'm not expected to swear less or apologize more. Then why is it that I'm always expected to apologize after sex? As a man, I'm not expected to step aside when people are walking down the sidewalk. I don't know, the only people who don't make room for other people are sociopaths. I think I always make room for other people. I walk on the grass, I don't mind as long as there's no mud puddle. I make room for everybody besides fat women. Sorry, was that offensive? Did that challenge your body image? As a man, it's said that I am allowed to physically take up more space without feeling guilty about it. No, I think body mass really allows you to take up more space. Do I look fat in this? What, the photo booth? I don't know, the camera adds 2 chins. Here's one that actually I can side with women on. When people ask them to smile, it's usually guys. Guys ask them to smile. I used to go out with this girl. She had a condition called resting bitch face. If you're unfamiliar with it, you may have it. It's a lot of people come up to you and they tell you to smile. They're like, we're at the fucking bus stop. This is not really an occasion for celebration. Or people with resting bitch face, they may say, you know what your problem is? Yeah, I'm listening to you. That's one of my problems. If you're unfamiliar with resting bitch face, Rosie O'Donnell has terminal bitch face. She had stage 4 bitch face until she bit the head off a bat and then came out of the closet. And actually our president, Donald Trump, has inoperable bitch face. As far as it goes, I think, yeah. Stop telling girls to smile. It's, I don't know, maybe people find it creepy. I don't find it creepy. It's just irritating. You don't know who the fuck they are or what they've been through. There's no reason to just stand around smiling. You're an asshole if you're telling people to smile. I fucking hate when people tell me to smile for a picture.